Aquarius, hi, how are you? Just coming in, I'm having some coffee, and I'm going to do a reading for the full moon. It's on October 20th in Aries, but you don't have to be Aries or have Aries in your chart to be able to benefit from it. So, if you guys are doing good. Oops. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you come back and see me again. And if you've been here before, I do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright, let's see what we can find out for you. Okay, we got the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Okay. Alright, Aquarius, it looks like for you to be able to manifest something new to come into your life, you need to get rid of something, and that is actually what this first card depicts, that you need to get rid of something that's causing you stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. I mean, it could be something specific, I don't know. I'm going to do some clarifiers as we go on, but so something that's weighing heavy on your mind, and you're not going to be able to move on in your cycle and to be able to complete it and actually benefit for yourself if you're carrying around this extra weight on your head. So let's see what else we can find out. Now I do have the Two of Pentacles. And that's if you were able to get rid of what's causing all this stress for you. Now I don't know if it's a person, a place, a thing. I have no idea what this is, and hopefully we'll be able to figure it out. But once that's released, you're gonna have the ability to balance and juggle things. Maybe like you were able to do before, or that's your natural ability, just being able to juggle a lot of different things at one time and not even having it bother you. But maybe whatever's going on here, it's causing you not to be able to be here. It's causing you not to be able to be this, not to be able to find that balance, not to be able to, reach out and say, oh, I can do this, this, and this, like, kind of be able to, anything that you want to do, we're able to juggle it, and something is causing you to be unable to do that. At least that's what it feels like. And what you welcome in. Now this is interesting. That's cool. All right. Queen of Swords. It's a Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, and I'm an Aquarius, and I always think of this, which is weird because I'm not. This lady's tough. I think she is tough, and I'm like, I'd kill to be that tough. I am not. I am smooshy, and I don't like conflict, I am not firm, but she is. She is somebody who, if she needs to take on somebody, if she needs to battle something, she will cut, she plays no games, and I love that strength. I love the strength is within her. And I think if you are able to get rid of what's bothering you here, you're going to be able to start, juggling things like a pro. You're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be able to multitask and, it'll be easier for you. And that could be, even if it's not like jobs, it could just be handling certain different personalities, not your own, but people around you, where you're able to look at one person and see how they need to be approached, and look at somebody else and see how, that kind of like discernment, I guess it is. And I feel like what would happen once that is gone, that stress is gone, you're going to be able to welcome this kind of strength in. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be, like I told you, I'm not that, but it might be just a characteristic or a part of you that you're able to pull from for certain situations where you need to be extra strong, extra tough, not be all warm and fuzzy. Like, sometimes you just have to be that person, just to make sure that things are going things are going okay, and you're not going to have to, look for somebody else to back you up in whatever situation it is. Then I have you, once you slough off all this stress and what's going on here, where it's going to take you is to be able to look ahead. And you're going to be able to say, oh, look, I can do this. Oh, wait, I have that to be able to do now. So it's going to open up a lot of options for you because you're going to have the strength to do it. You're going to be able to juggle, you're going to be strong, you're going to, and I feel like this must be in your natural, this must be what you are naturally anyway. And again, not, we're not all like this, even though this is an awesome card, but if you need it, you actually do have the strength to use it and be able to use it when you need to use it, and not just have to worry about think of needing somebody else to be there. All right, let's see. We find out with these Nine of Swords. It's causing Aquarius some stress. I got the Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords. Now that to me feels like, is this a new relationship? Maybe you're not taking a breath in between relationships. I feel like for whatever reason, you might have all these new options coming out to you. I don't know if you're newly looking into relationships, or this is a new one, or a reconverging of an old one. But I feel like maybe you're trying too hard to make it work, and Spirit's kind of telling you, you need to take a break. You need to give yourself a break. Not to have to feel like this because maybe you feel like you can't accomplish what you think would make this a happy coupling, or even if this is a friendship, maybe you feel like you aren't able to give as much as you think is required to keep whatever this relationship is in. You don't want to, maybe you're afraid that if you're not able to, keep up with them in some way, you're not going to be able to continue in the relationship. And that's what this is. But this could be any other thing that you are getting a whole slew of emotions about. If it could be something where you were working on a really project, or some kind of hobby turned into business, something with a lot of passion in it that you really want to do. But is that making you actually feel overwhelmed by something? Is it so much, and it offers up so much, but it's almost too much? So if that's the case, if it's not a real, and actually I was saying that it feels more like that, it's not a person, but an actual, an actual something that you're trying to build and you want to build, but you need to learn how to relax and not put so much into it that you actually have no time for anything else. And that's why that makes sense. Because once you are able to do that and you say, okay, yeah, I love doing it, but it can't take up all of me. I need to be able to do other things. I need to not have to stress about it all the time if I'm building on something. And I'll just use a tower, maybe you decide that you're going to do tarot reading. You're building on it, and you will get better as the time progresses. And I feel like that's what's required here. You need to not try to push everything into one little tiny amount of time. You have to space it out. Give yourself time to do it. Because this juggling act that you're doing, you'll be able to do it once you realize that you don't have to put 110% into it right now. It feels like it's not a person. It definitely isn't. And so, but if you don't have to put 100% into it right now, and you don't have to be disappointed because you can't, meet whatever goal you might have stuck in your head, you just need to give yourself the time to be able to do this. Let's see. Can we find out anything for Aquarius? Okay. Yeah, got the Hermit and the Page of Swords. That's pretty much just what I was saying. You need to take the time to think about it, decide how you're going to go about it. It doesn't have to be all right now. So give yourself some time. And I feel like this is just a matter of you're starting new. It's not like you're going to dump everything you put into it before, but you're going to take a whole new thought process into it, like a whole new way of doing it. So you are doing it on the time frame or at the speed that you're able to do it on without giving yourself a whole bunch of grief about not doing that as right as you know, that way, as fast as you wanted it, or as, you know, it just feels like you were just trying to do something too fast. You just want to have to just slow down, you know. It'll happen. It's just a matter of give yourself a chance to breathe about it. Let's see, we got 8 of Wands. Okay, 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. And there's 2 8s. Now, the way I feel about this is you're still going to be able to move it along and do what you want to do, how you want to do it, but you're going to have to move away from things. You're going to have to give it a chance to catch up to itself, right? Like, it's going to progress. It's just going to progress. Maybe some things will move a little bit faster. Some things will have to be set aside until later. It's not a matter of you have to do it right now. It's not a matter of you got to walk away from it right now. You just need to maybe put that aside for a second and then work on something else, and you could pull it all in together. And that's where the juggling comes in. All right. King of Cups and the Page of Wands. All right. Well, that's when, okay, so what the process will take you. After this, and this cycle completes, you're going to feel very good about where you're at with it, because you're going to be comfortable. You're not going to be stressed out. You're not going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. No, you're not going to feel like that. You're not going to put a time stamp on every single thing you're trying to accomplish. And even, like I say, even if it's work, even if it is your job, I mean, there's a certain point of things that need to be pushed aside to handle the things that are more important or more time frame, you know, expected. And honestly, if your job's making you feel like that, that's not a good place to be working. But I don't feel like it's that. I feel like you're trying to do something otherwise. No, so maybe you have a job and all, but maybe this is something else, something extra. And like, you know, like a passion project. That's what it keeps coming up as to me. But, and I feel like you're going to have whole different feelings. Like, so you're going to go from being all stressed out and everything, and at some point happen to be, you know, kind of strong and firm and hard and, you know, even though nice and nurturing, but definitely tough. And I think you're going to be tough for yourself, just to get yourself out of that. My nails are on my nerves. But then I feel like you're going to be this King of Cups energy, where you're going to feel good about yourself, where you're at. You're going to be able to be engaged in things and, you know, have your emotions in check, but you're going to be able to enjoy what you have been succeeding in. This Page of Wands, I feel like this is probably very creative to you. If this resonates with you, this is a very creative situation for you, or, you know, hobby, turn business, or whatever. And I feel like it's just, you're going to be able to get more creative with it as you go. All right, let's do a soul's journey, and then we will close up. Honesty and acceptance. And I can't see. All right. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Well, okay. And honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Well, that makes sense too. Yeah, you don't need to have yourself all stressed out and overdone by what you want to do here, because you will continue to be able to do it. You're just going to have to make space to do it. And to a point where you feel good about it. Like you're not, so overwhelmed it's not even enjoyable anymore. But, all right, Aquarius, I hope this helps. I hope this helps you out. If you enjoyed the reading, if you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit a dingy bell, write me a comment, and I will be seeing you for the November readings, all right? Take care. Oh, and the moon is on the 20th. Enjoy it. It's pretty.